Been said that athletes will tell you, and people that have accidents will tell you that it seemed to be in slow motion. And when yes, you're right, it's maybe 70 or 75 seconds is the time to go around that ring, but it seems like a long time when it's happening. And when something's going wrong, if you're good at what you do, you see it going wrong and you have the time to fix it. And even though it was like that in your mind and how you were dealing with it, it wasn't like that at all. It was way slower. I would tell you that sort of in the psychology of an athlete, I call it the optimum stress level. There's a point, there's a range where you're going to be at your best. And if you're below it, if you're half asleep, you're below it. You're not up to your optimum stress level. And if you're crazed, you're past it. And so when we send a student to a sports psychologist, most of the time what we're trying to do is teach them, get that sports psychologist to teach them how to get in and stay in their optimum stress level. I came along in the olden days before there really were sports psychologists, and so most riders, older riders, learn it by trial and error. And we just learn how to get ourselves to the right stress level and how to dial ourselves back and stay right in that zone. And one of the critical reasons why it's so critical is because our stress is going to be the horse's stress. And if I'm getting a horse ready for a competition and he's half asleep, all I gotta really do is think about how much I'd like to win that thing or be successful or why it was important, and my stress level will go up a little bit, and all of a sudden I'll bring him along. And conversely, if the horse is a little too wired up, I might just take a breath and look around and think what a nice day it is, and relax and let my stress level just tick down a little bit, and boom, all of a sudden I get the same reaction from the horse. So we walk the course, we know the number of strides, we know everything about it, you can write the written test on it, and then that's just in there. And it's not conscious anymore. I mean, it's just automatic that we know the distance between the first two jumps is a little bit of a forward 5 to a whatever, and here we have to make up a little time. But you're not, that's already in there, and it's an automatic at that point. And I would say the conscious concentration is going to be on that horse and what's happening with his stress level, his balance, all of those aspects. And everything else at that point is automatic. And the more you can make automatic, then you have time to concentrate on things. If all of this is not automatic, you got to remember, geez, what was the number of strides from 1 to 2 as you're going to the first jump? That's bad. You know, that needs to be automatic at that point. And anybody who does a lot, it just gets automatic.